What is up, guys? My name is David Lee and I'm Asian with Hat, and we're here at High End Armament Technologies, or Heat Inc. And they are a gun store that actually have very, very rare rifles and machine guns. As you guys can see over here behind me, there are machine guns over here. Some of them are actually post 86, so you can't just simply buy them. But one thing that I have over here is a NORINCO pre-ban Type 56 or AK, whichever you want to call it. Now, one thing that is interesting over here, this is actually a very interesting NORINCO because this is actually used in movies in the past. Something to mention over here, this is actually, this barrel has been modified to actually be threaded and actually accept flash hiders. One thing to also mention over here is that it's also missing some parts of the stock. So you'll know later that this is something that has been heavily abused, and no one that actually owns a NORINCO would have heavily abused an AK like this. So it's actually interesting, you know, looking at it. It's like, first thing I picked this up and I'm thinking, this is a very, very beat up AK. And yes, it does work. And I'll pull the trigger for you guys. It does work. So it's very interesting to actually see a NORINCO that functions, and it's very beat up, like I said. So this is why I would say this is a rare AK overall. But aside from that, NORINCOs in general are very rare to find. Back in the day, before the '89 assault weapons import ban, they sold for $300 to $500. And after the ban, a lot of the NORINCOs disappeared from gun stores. And now they're trying to be flipped around for, like, I don't know, about $3,000 plus, which is, you know, ridiculous. But one thing that's also interesting about these AKs, being the fact that it was made by the Chinese Communist Party, is that NORINCO actually had the blueprints from Russia because they're, you know, allies with them. So this is actually more of the closer to the Kalashnikov AK-47 from back then. So, you know, I'm sure, regardless that it's made in China by my cousins, that they're still made to a decent quality. I can't really speak to that much of AK science, but based on what my friends have been telling me, that NORINCOs are highly valued because they're close to an AK-47 from Russia. So that's pretty much it about this AK. And if you guys want to look at this AK, you can actually find them at High End Armament Technologies in Tulsa. So we're going to be continuing this series in the future, and we're going to be looking at some other firearms over here that are very much unobtainium. And there's also some other items over here that they sell that are very unobtainium that will also show off, like quad tubes that the owner actually randomly has that we saw. So that's pretty much it for this video on this AK. So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, hit the dislike button twice. And if you guys like the video again, hit the subscribe button. So my name is David Lee and I'm Asian with Hat. We'll see you guys in the next video.